English is actually about giving people a window or a medium through which to view the world. Okay, so in this question, which is question 4 on the English language paper, we're looking at how we can respond to a critical view. So how can we respond to someone else's view about the text that we have been studying? So in this section, we're going to be trying, first of all, to challenge those views. We don't have to agree with everything that the critical view says to us. We also need to think about the other questions which are raised by the statement itself. What does it make you think about? What do you want to find out from the text? We've got to show 2 really important skills in this section. We're thinking about analysis and we're thinking about evaluation. So get the sheet of paper with that statement on it. What I would like you to do now is to annotate the statement itself. So what questions does that statement raise in your mind? Are there bits of it that you could agree with or disagree with? So I want you to jot down the questions which you think of having read that. So can you do that for me now, please? Right, Lawrence, so we're having a look at the response that you can make to this statement. So the student is saying that this part of the text describes what Hale is doing, that he is unsafe and nervous, and it makes them think about the first line. What kinds of questions does that raise in your mind?
Well, it says that it shows he's nervous and unsafe.
Yeah.
But we want to know, like, why is he nervous and unsafe?
Yeah.
And he could also be thinking, as well as showing that how unsafe you feel.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Amy, if he feels nervous and unsafe, what does he actually look like in the crowd during this text? Can you remember?
Quite conspicuous and noticeable.
Why is he conspicuous and noticeable?
Because he's dressed up as someone else.
Who is that someone else? Can you remember?
Collie Kibber.
Yeah, so if he feels so nervous and conspicuous that he stands out, why do you think he carries on dressing up as the character Collie Kibber in this text?
He's got mixed feelings because he feels he's got loyalty and a duty to the newspaper, and he's got personal fears.
That someone might
murder him.
Yeah, absolutely. So he feels both of those things at the same time. Well done. Okay. So on your large whiteboards now, what I would like you to do is to have a look at the text and to find for me the information relating to Hale's feelings and the words and phrases which give you a clue about that. And also, I want you to get down information and quotations which help to give us the feeling of an unsafe atmosphere. So we're trying to think about those 2 things at once. Can you do that for me now?
Standing out, but he's like hiding at the same time.
He wants to hide. He's drinking.
Oh yeah,
Hastily.
Where does it say that? Which line?
23.
So, Steph, you've been thinking about Hale's feelings in this section of the text. Can you just talk me through some of the points that you found there?
I found that signs of him being nervous, where it says that he had bitten nails.
Yeah.
So that shows he's got a sign of uncomfort.
Yeah.
And then it said that he was drinking his gin and tonic hastily, which could it be ambiguous, because could it show that he was worried and he wants to numb his anxiety, but also because he just wants to relax?
That's a good point. Which word there that you've identified tells us something about his nerves?
Hastily?
Well done, yeah. So the adverb hastily there is telling us something about his anxieties as well. What's this point that you've got here about loyalty to the newspaper?
Is it that despite the fact that he knows that he's going to be murdered, he'll still hand out the leaflets and the tokens?
Yeah, because what does he feel towards his employer, could you guess?
A duty to him?
Good, there's a sense of duty there, well done. And Laura, if we look at your side, you're thinking about how the unsafe atmosphere is created and how that connects to the statement that we were originally given. Can you just talk me through the points that you found here?
He's wearing a hat which is conspicuous because he wants to hide, but he's wearing something which will make him stand out and be more obvious.
Yeah.
And there's a quotation where it has tomorrow and a dash, and there's a sense of mystery because the sentence hasn't finished, and so it's unknown what will happen next.
Brilliant, well done.